If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First off, it's free. And there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Then Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. Then you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's Anchor, ANCHOR.FM, and get started making your own podcast. Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show. Dark Phoenix.
In the flesh-ish.
What up?
Yummy and Fearless in the house.
That's right. That's right.
The Side Chicks, also known as the Side Chicks.
Yeah, which never thought I'd be going by that name, but yeah, so why are we going by the Side Chicks? Like, so what's the relevance of that?
It makes sense, right? It's because we are telling our side of any issue. So
Yeah.
sometimes it'll be the same, we'll have similar views. Sometimes we will have differing views, but either way, it's our
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, and I really love it. I actually love it.
Right.
So it's the Side Chicks, Yummy and Fearless
What's
podcast.
up?
Yes.
Yeah. Applause.
Yes. What's up? So we want to say another thank you to our guest last week, EB.
EB, thank you so much. He really gave us some insight.
He really did, on a touchy subject about vaginas.
Yes. And he did it very, classily. Is that a word?
Now it is. So he did. He was even eloquent at times.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yes.
like, look at him
Yep.
talking about crotch, all polite and shit at times.
I still don't know if I buy some of what he was saying, but
yeah, I don't know about some of it. But what was something that he said that you found interesting or surprising?
well, when he said that, it really doesn't matter. It's about personal preference. Like, after you get past the, I guess, enthusiasm of a young lady, then
Yeah.
it's all about personal preference. So men don't have, according to him, men may not even have a it's not about how big or small or shapely or not shapely you are. It's about kind of your enthusiasm, what you bring.
Yeah, like that was news to me.
Do you buy it?
No, that was contrary to like everything I've ever heard. And
what was that?
And once again, my research and just my anecdotal, interactions with men in conversation or whatever, men are obsessed with the size and the lubrication. That's what I think.
To be considered good stuff, you got to have you got to bring some. And then the other thing that kind of struck me was he said it's not really structural. It's not a structural
Right.
thing. It's more of a I don't know what he called it, but basically it has nothing to do with how big or small. So
Yeah.
kind of what you're talking about.
But I would guess that a guy with a smaller penis would argue against that. Wouldn't you think? It's a fella with a smaller, piece of equipment.
Well, I guess there will have to be a confluence of events, right? So you would have to get the right male with a smaller penis with the right female with a large structure, and
Yeah.
the perfect storm, I think.
Yeah, so here's a quote I read though, some guy commenting about that. He said, "Yes, some women it's like a velvet glove which fits perfectly. Other women, it feels like throwing a hot dog down a hallway."
That son of a bitch.
Right.
He's just being rude now. He's just being rude. Throwing a hot dog down the
Down
hall.
the hallway. He's out to humiliate
He
someone
is.
clearly. But um okay, so he's exaggerating, but there's probably some level of honesty to it though. But
Hmm.
whether okay, so even if we said maybe it's not true, but I do think a lot of men believe that to be the case though, that structurally, as you say, that it has some relevance.
I mean, it could be, but again, according to our guest, it's all a personal preference. Maybe some men, they need a little bit more room or
It,
something.
maybe they do, maybe they maybe they do. I don't know. It's interesting. It certainly is interesting. But he also provided additional data for my Miss New Booty theory.
He absolutely did.
I be winning on that
I'm
motherfucker
telling you,
every time.
you called that shiznit. You
Telling
called it.
you. I'm
Talked
telling
about
you.
new
I
booty.
know about niggas and their new booty. I'm telling you.
So y'all can try to act like y'all ain't like y'all can try to act like it's not true, but it is. We
It's
know now.
it's yeah, we know, and we're gonna do everything we can to educate.
Yeah.
So, but
You greedy jokers.
hell yeah, I ain't never ate in your damn life.
Right.
Yeah, it
Never
annoys
enough.
me. It
Never
annoys me
enough.
personally. Never enough.
It
Never
is. It
enough.
is annoying. It is it's personally annoying. Now, I mean, I don't know why, but it is personally annoying.
It's annoying, and I'm gonna tell you, I do find a way to bring this up almost with any man I talk to. That's
And what
how
do they
big of a.
say?
They be like, well, so I say, I say it's all cake. You do realize that. Like, granted, some cake might be better, maybe, but it's cake. It still is cake,
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So calm the fuck down. Calm down. It's still cake though.
Big
It's
time. It's
it,
cake.
it's cake.
I
It
mean,
still is cake. So relax already.
relax, man. It reminds me of the did you see Hamilton? The musical?
No, I
Ok
haven't.
there's a song in there, a really big song called "Satisfied," and one of the main characters is, like, just telling Hamilton he will never be satisfied, and she will never be satisfied. So it's like it's kinda reminds me of that, like, you guys are never satisfied, you know? You
Yeah.
just gotta have new stuff, more for me,
Yeah.
me.
Me. So I kind of wanted to talk today because I feel like we started talking about, what do you want to call it? Dick, peen, penis,
What
member,
let's see if how many euphemisms we can come up for with.
sledgehammer,
Um,
lollipop,
Johnson,
jackhammer, um
Ramrod,
right. Now that's special.
uh,
Um
what else can we come up with? Let's see.
Socket tours,
Junk, junk.
junk,
Mhm.
junk. Gosh, seem like there should be more.
There should be more.
There should be more, but you get the idea.
If you have more, let us know.
But we want to talk about peen because we spent an episode talking about vagina,
Mhm.
and
It's only fair.
it's only fair, and we didn't feel like we needed a guest for this.
Yeah, I think we can handle this part.
We can handle this. Now, do you remember, so audience, we've never shared this, but Dark Phoenix and I at one point we were roommates in college.
Yep, true.
And I don't know if
Watch out there now.
right. Gotcha. I don't I don't know if you remember this or not, because I didn't remember until like I started thinking about this topic. But
Mhm.
in college, and
Yep.
I did no other type of drawing, but I was working on a painting of a penis. Do you remember that? Why? I don't know.
Yes, I
Do you
remember
remember that?
that. Now that you mention it, yes. What the hell?
Why? And I stored that motherfucker somewhere in the kitchen. And occasionally somebody come over, I'd be like, oh, check this out. I'm working on this. I never finished or nothing, but I had like drawn the outline with balls and it was like big as fuck. It was remember?
So clearly this is not a new, concept for you to think about.
This is something that's been near and dear to me clearly for a very long time because
Work of art.
Work of art. I was the only art piece I ever worked on in my entire life. Didn't finish, but I was like, what should I draw? It was like a dick. Of course.
Inspired. Maybe you felt inspired. There's so many reasons.
Shit, man. Apparently, cause
that is hilarious.
And I will pull that bitch out. Remember? I will pull that motherfucker out. Like, look.
The only piece of art you ever did.
It's the only.
You're like, I would love to have been a fly on the wall in your brain. Like, what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
And why didn't I have a certain amount of shame? I'd like, why would I be pulling out?
Because why?
And it was on a canvas. I don't even know where I got the fucking canvas from. Like, I was not an art major or nothing. I just had this big ass piece of canvas, and I had sketched a huge dick and balls.
I think it's, it was necessary.
I couldn't even. I don't
like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna. I've never drawn anything before, but
not flowers, not like abstract.
No fruit.
Not fruit. No fruit. That's where
except
you're supposed to start.
Eggplant. It was an eggplant. We didn't even have emojis back then. You did the first emoji, first eggplant.
That was the first. I knew what was coming. I knew
hell
what was
to
coming.
the yes.
See?
Hell to the yes.
Oh, we are ahead of the curve. Speaking of curve, do you like a curve with your eggplant?
I think it's a nice bonus. It's a bonus.
Kind of like a whipped cream on your Sunday type of
yes.
thing?
Yeah, like a whipped cream on
treat?
Hell to the yeah, like a cherry. Like what the fuck?
Like, this is wow.
That was a nice treat.
Didn't know that was there.
You didn't tell me that was gonna be. Yeah. Okay. You've been hiding that. Okay.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Curve, yeah. What about you?
Well, it depends how intense the curve is. Because if it's a sharp turn, sir. Sir, your mama and them should talk to the doctor.
Right. How many did you get that checked out?
Because this is broken.
Sharp turn.
This isn't a curve. This is a sharp turn. Don't take a left in my vagina again.
People are falling off the corner there. It's just like not.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, God, a little more to the right, like any to the right. You keep going.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But if it's the right kind of curve, chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss all damn day.
It's like, I don't know. The gods blessed you, baby. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. What about like an uncircumcised?
Never experienced that. I've never experienced it. I don't know what I don't know. Have you? I don't know what to do.
My sister says the good thing about an uncircumcised penis is that you don't have to use birth control because you can pull it up and put a twisty tie around it. Pure ignorance.
I'm up here tuning in. I'm thinking he's about to say something for real.
That's really word on the street.
Oh my gosh.
You can pull the hood up and put a twisty tie. Okay, I've seen one once. The shit is ugly.
it seems like it'd be terrifying, but no offense to anybody who's not been
Right, right. Nothing
circumcised.
personal.
You just have to educate us is all. That's all.
But
I've just
I
never seen
heard
one.
like it can get like a special like there's a technical term for this like white oily buildup that it can get in the head area under that excess
I have
skin.
heard of that. Yes, and I can't remember the name of it, but yes,
That's fucking gross.
yeah. I think they just got to be very careful. But I did hear that it's more of they get more of a sensation when they
I heard that
uncircumcised.
too. I heard that too. I don't know. I just to me in these modern times, your mom and them should have took off that extra little skin. That's just how I feel about it. You shouldn't be walking around here with that. You
But
shouldn't be walking around here with that.
what about the men I mean, the guy, in certain cultures in this country, they don't get circumcised till like just before puberty, right?
I don't
Or just at
know.
puberty.
I don't know, but you know what? I don't care what you got to do. Just do it. Cause like think about all the stuff we go through as women. I don't
Great
care.
country.
I don't care. Get that IV, cut that little skin off. Put your ointment on and go on with your life, and don't be putting women through this shit. Like me, don't nobody want to give you head if you can get like
Oh,
a oily
I
white
couldn't. Yeah,
cream, like for real
on your lips, just
on
be
your.
like,
Ugh.
I don't know, but I heard that it might take a little longer to clean, but it's just as good.
But just think about a dude walking around on a hot day
Holy
with
shit! I
that
don't want to think
hood,
about
with
that.
that
I don't want to.
hood tucked
No,
over.
no,
I'm
a little
sorry.
hoodie,
With
no hoodie.
no streetwear in here, young man.
No hoodie off. Take the hoodie off.
Take the hoodie. Take the hoodie off. That's what. Take that motherfucker off.
Oh, sorry guys. I'm ignorant. So just educate me if you have to, but
Yeah.
I'm ignorant.
Put your comments in the comment section. We
Don't
will
come for
read
us.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're ignorant, okay?
We're still learning.
Educate us. Yes,
Yeah.
educate us.
No streetwear in the bedroom is
No
all.
hoodies. No hoodies, no Timberlands.
You were gonna get undressed.
Seems like a little warm in here. You still.
Gee, you're sweating down there. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about another thing that could be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
What if a fella let's not say on the small side, because this is a different issue. What if he has like a micro penis?
Who? Now, I'm told that it's not the side. What they say? This it's the motion in the
motion of
ocean.
the ocean.
Yeah,
Not the boat or something.
but the micro might be a problem. That might be problematic. That might be a problem.
Yeah.
I just like,
Yeah. I
maybe you get an extension or something, or like a prosthetic, or I don't know.
Clear my throat. Before I talk about this. I feel like I don't know how much I'd have to love that person.
A lot.
A lot.
A damn lot.
Just being honest. And I know that there are things about me that if a man is being honest about, he wouldn't choose as well. So,
Fair enough.
We all have some things. But honestly, a micro penis probably would be that for me. But you know what I say about that? If a guy has a micro penis, that I don't think that it's a deal breaker, because think about all the studs.
Well, that's exactly what came to my mind. You might as well be with a woman.
What? That wasn't quite what I was saying.
Oh. Oh. So I jumped the gun.
Okay. I'll make my stud point and then you go ahead with yours, because yours is going, you're coming hard. I was just saying that you see studs that pull women that are apparently heterosexual. They recruit fully
Okay.
heterosexual women and they don't have any penis. So if you're a guy with a micro penis,
Do what they do.
do what they do. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Don't give up. And what's your
Oh,
stud point?
okay. Well, back to what you said though about I think a micro penis is probably a birth defect
Yeah.
or like a handicap of some sort. I don't think handicap. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't think
Yeah,
handicap
that probably ain't it.
is a politically correct
Yeah.
way to say it. It's like it's like a
Defect.
yeah. So I'm not saying I would discriminate against someone with a birth defect or something like that. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say that as far as the stud point, you could basically interchange that dude with a girl if it
Oh,
doesn't matter to you.
okay.
Not that
Okay.
I would want to. I'm not saying I wouldn't or would, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that isn't it the same? I think we're making the same point actually.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yes, I
it kind of
do.
seems like you're kind of saying you're kind of like not a man, sort of. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Ouch. Yikes. Is that what I said?
Kind of sounded like it a little bit.
Uh-oh. Dang
It's
it.
not what you meant, though.
Well, they could have some what's the chromosome for the man? X, Y.
XY, I think.
They could have, how people are born like hermaphrodites or something like that.
I do.
And then women or intersex is not what they call it. And then
Exactly.
you'll have a woman who has an abnormally large,
Clitoris.
right. So I'm just saying that could very well be the case if it's a micro penis. So
It's funny you should say that because, well, before I make this point, one other good thing I hear about a guy having a micro penis is that it's good for anal sex, I guess. That's what I hear.
oh,
That like this.
well, I'll be damned. That's probably true.
Oh shucks.
That's
Yeah.
probably true.
It's probably true. So all's not lost is my point.
Yeah.
But I had a friend who was dating this guy when we were in college, and he was a pretty dude.
Mm-hmm.
They got to the point of sex.
Oh, don't tell me.
Tell me. I'm gonna tell you, girl. She would describe this one. My maturity level ain't shit today. So imagine, I'm damn near doing the splits on the floor. Like,
Were you laughing?
Yes, because part of it. So she's like, when he took his clothes off, in retrospect, he probably was. I don't know if I want to say intersex or hermaphrodite or somewhere on the spectrum. He probably was. So he was real pretty. Like if you saw him, you'd be like, oh damn, who is that? But he was pretty. But when he took his clothes off, he had like really succulent hips. And when she pointed it out to me, I could like see it in his clothes. I was like, "Oh, I do."
Say it ain't so.
I see he juicy on the side. I see it, but
that's a deal breaker for me. That's a deal breaker for me.
Then his penis was like not quite developed.
Oh man, how unfortunate.
Then his fat to muscle ratio was way the fuck off.
That was a chick.
Right. Like he was like somewhere on the spectrum, and so, and that, I just was kind of like, it seemed like he didn't fucking know. Cause I'm like, it didn't seem like he didn't like warn her.
Yeah, you gotta warn the sister about this shit.
You gotta like make a motherfucker fall in love with you before you take your clothes off and you got a motherfucking Coke bottle shape and a tiny penis.
Okay, so on that note though, because I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a deal breaker for you. I'd rather have a small penis than hips. I'm sorry, I'm a
Listen,
man. I'm
that
sorry.
is where, look, we both can't have hips. Not both of us. But he had juicy, yeah,
No, that's
booty.
mm-mm. But so does it matter what a guy looks like to you for him to have good penis? Or do you think women in general care about what a guy looks like other than the size of his penis? Like is if he's got hips or if he has a belly or if he's got a flat butt or a big
I,
butt.
I think that if a guy otherwise is super masculine, like if he's like really muscular and really handsome and he doesn't have the biggest penis, he can get away with it more because he's muscular and handsome.
Okay.
I do.
He can get away with it more.
Yeah. But like, I don't think if you, nothing helps you if you have hips though.
No, no.
Like,
I'm sorry, guys. Please, no,
yeah.
that's an unfortunate. I mean, everybody has their taste, I'm
Right. Some
sure.
people, yeah. But I don't think there's no equalizer for hips. And that's why I'm making I don't. That's why and this isn't about being big or fat because that's not the point.
Because I like
That's
big
not,
guys personally.
yeah, like we ain't talking about a fat dude. No, that's not what we talking about. We're talking about,
I like
again,
girth.
yeah, I like some girth, you know, but we not talking about that. All right. We talking about,
Young ass waist.
yeah.
No.
We talking about her. We talking about you look like you had a BBL. All right.
I'm
Then
sorry, guys. Like, do something. I don't know even know what you could do about that. I don't even know what they
I
could
don't
do.
either. I'm just saying, and just honestly, like for me, I'm not attracted to femininity in
I think
any
that's what it is. Yeah.
form. Yeah, like,
No
but I
breasts, nothing.
no titties, you know,
Some
nothing
men
like
get
that.
breasts, especially nowadays. I hear that these youngsters, they've drunk a lot of soy. They had a lot of soy, developed them
Yeah.
breasts.
Mm-hmm. And here come the titties.
Here come the titties. Don't
And
do it,
I
guys.
don't. Yeah, be careful with that, cause
Thundercats, y'all better be careful.
right. Don't nurse for too long, Thundercats. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So there are micro penises and then there are small
Yeah,
penis. So to me, a small penis is a different discussion.
you think? Okay.
I do. I do.
What's the difference?
A small penis, a micro penis is like tiny, 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 you know, but like a
You gotta say it like that.
you
Tiny, tiny.
take it all the way up. You gotta Minnie Mouse it, yeah.
Minnie Mouse.
But a small penis is just a smaller than average
So
penis.
you mean skinny, short? What do you mean?
Now, what I will not tolerate is a pencil dick.
Damn it, I draw the line.
That is where I take my stand. Like, that's a no, but just smaller.
Uh,
So let's say 4 inches.
oh shit, that's not my mini. I thought that was mini.
No,
Okay,
I don't think that's mini. Mini can go
micro.
micro. Can go micro.
I guess I don't know what a micro is. I'm not. I don't know about. I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing.
This is gonna keep you. Don't do it tonight because you won't be able to sleep.
Okay.
But go ahead and Google.
Oh hells no! People letting.
Google.
Oh Lord.
Google micro. It's
No,
real.
no. I'm
It's
sorry,
real.
guys. If that's
I
you,
am
I'm
too.
sorry.
I'm sorry, baby.
But there are
But
things you can do. There are
there are
things you can
things you
do.
can do. It's more than sex is more than your penis.
That's right,
You
because I have
know.
small breasts, and I could always have gotten, breast implants or something.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I could have. So
Yeah. We all got something. Everybody got their some things, you know. So
yeah.
I ain't saying that. And there are, you know, things that you can do to balance the playing field a bit more.
Hmm.
But but you know, also, Dark Phoenix.
Hmm.
So you can be micro, you can be small,
Hmm.
But you also can be too big.
Damn it! Now you're just making up stuff. Is there a such thing as too big?
Yes.
How is that? Well, I guess if you're a porn star or something, right?
But I think that there are men that have larger equipment and they don't take the time to learn how to use it responsibly.
Just spearing every goddamn thing.
Just
Okay,
yeah, right.
excuse
Just
my
out
French. Yeah.
slashing, and they're giving you the trip to the gynecologist, OBGYN experience, and
Like,
not a good sexual experience.
well, they can't help it. They can't help
Yes,
that.
they can because they think because they have a big dick that they don't have to take the same steps to learn how to use it with skill.
Oh, well, that is definitely problematic. But
Yeah.
I would imagine at what age do guys kind of realize they have that power?
I don't know. I mean, because I don't know
Do
because
they
I
just kind of
really
think that they have a regular, you know,
they
that yeah.
probably learn pretty early, don't you guess? Don't you think? Now
Well,
they probably know early.
and they get that big dig energy.
And then yeah, and then
BDE.
yeah, and then they're like
um,
exuding that.
I don't know about being too big though. I find that hard to
Really?
believe. I mean, you would have to be like freakishly big.
Huh.
Like,
So no such thing.
I mean, for the average woman, you think a average woman is gonna complain like this is too damn big. Now come on, this is too big. Can't do anything with this.
Yeah. Well, like if I guess sort of like the discussion we were having with EB, in that if the other things aren't accompanying this big penis, then it's of no use. Then it really is bad news. A
Uh-uh.
big penis, you said,
Mm-mm. I don't think they have to know how to do. It's like a pretty girl. It's like a pretty girl. She may not be that smart or talented, but she does not have to be because she's pretty. You
well,
know, I think if you got a big dick, you ain't gotta. No, you
well,
ain't.
EB said yesterday he made an example about a pretty girl in bed. Like, who cares if she's pretty, if she's just going to lay there, which I personally was offended by. I didn't say it, but I was personally offended.
I mean, I think in bed it's a whole different story though. I think
Okay.
that, but I think pretty women showing up in because then you have to perform. You can't just it's a participation sport. But there are lots
Yeah.
of pretty women who get opportunities because they're pretty. They just show up. I think that a big big penis is similar. Just show up. If you show up, that's like 90%. I don't know if they have to know how to do much. Just show up.
But, like a big penis has to really be tuned into lubrication.
Yeah, I think you can learn that. You can that's easy. That's an easy
Well,
fix. That's an easy thing.
as long as they don't just rely on their size, like it's just going to carry them through.
I
I
I say it carries them through. I say it I say their size carries it. I don't think they need to do anything else. Just show up.
Right.
Just-
Wow. Wow.
I'm
So
sticking to that. That's I'm
you're
saying.
gonna okay. Okay. Um okay, so speaking of the things that accompany these, memberships that they have, what about like and this is probably up here on my list of annoying things. A weak stroke.
Oh, snap.
I
That
fucking hate a weak stroke.
that would be unfortunate. That's just like a waste.
I feel violent. It's
You might
like
as well be another thing. That's another thing. You might as well be with a woman. Yuck.
You're
Yuck.
right.
I mean, seriously, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yuck. Like yuck.
yeah.
That's like having a lip handshake.
It
Ugh.
is.
Gross.
A few months ago, maybe longer, there was like this leaked sex tape, and they were saying that it was ASAP Rocky.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say ASAP got a weak stroke.
Child, if it was him, the
Don't say it.
stroke was weak. And I was like let down because I thought he was a cute little chocolate
He's
drop.
a cutie. He's a cutie, but he's almost too. He's pretty. He's got a
He's
pretty
pretty.
face,
That's correct. He's a
and he
pretty
think all
nigga.
he got to do is show up because he's pretty.
Yeah, and he probably famous but if that was him and based on the tattoos, it looked like him.
Oh, ASAP. Damn it.
So when you're looking up micro penis, if you just got some extra time on your hand,
Don't say
you
he got a
can
micro penis too.
not no. Now that I would call off work tomorrow if that's the case.
I would need some time to just.
Right. To myself on that one.
He gotta have some. Wait, I'm debating that. I'm pushing back on that because
The stroke
Rihanna,
was weak.
he goes with Rihanna. You know how freaky Rihanna is.
She's
Rihanna ain't
still
gonna be with nobody who's got a weak stroke.
she's still a girl, man. We listen, women every day fuck with niggas who don't be checking every box in the bed. Dark
Maybe he has other skills. Though.
This could have been a bad performance.
Right, he could have had a bad day. He could have
had a
off
bad day.
Yeah.
But
why record it though?
Why record it? But and he was with some chick with some big fake butt. But it was definitely a weak stroke.
Sheesh, that's so unfortunate. I'm gonna chalk it up to a bad performance. He wasn't feeling her. That's what it was. He wanted her to do the work, probably.
Maybe. So, which is another category. What about lazy fucks?
Oh, that is akin to having a weak stroke. Like
It
you don't have. Let me just tell you this. If you don't have a what was the last thing we talked about? The extra large.
Yeah, the extra large.
If you don't have that, then
you
can't just show up. You cannot just show up to the party.
You gotta show out.
You gotta show out. Okay. Know how to do something.
You gotta have motion in your ocean and all that shit.
Read a book. It's all kinds of books out here.
It's videos and illustrations and shit.
Lazy?
Lazy,
no.
yeah. A lazy fuck. But it's lots of dudes, especially dudes that watch a lot of porn. Which I'm gonna tell you, I even told my son this. Just like a heads up. Like even before anything goes down, I said, so I know you have access to the internet and I have no way of monitoring it. But I was like, let me tell you something about women. If you looking at porn and you think that that's how sex works, you're wrong. Just FYI, because that's a fee-based transaction.
Okay.
So just so you know, so boys that watch porn, sometimes because porn is most porn that they watch is made for the benefit of men.
Exactly.
So a lot of it is serviced to men.
Yeah.
So a lot of those dudes go into real life sex with the understanding that they're supposed to be serviced. They have no idea how to fuck. They have no idea that they need to blow some backs out.
Yes, blow some backs out. Damn it.
Blow some backs out, or you gonna get women like Dark Phoenix and I ripping you in, because this is truly what happens.
Yums, yes. And I think that underscores my point though about, porn stars. If you're watching porn, guys, those guys have. I'm told. I don't know if I can't substantiate this just yet, but you guys tell me if this is true. Most porn guys have significantly large penises. Yeah. Right. So they can. So that would fall under the category of they can just show up. But most guys don't have that. You gotta blow some backs out.
It's not real life. It just isn't real life. And if you're using that as the foundational start, which most people are because of the internet and today, unlike when we came up, you had to get out in them streets.
Yeah, you had to sneak.
You had to sneak, get some hands-on learning.
Yes. I mean, but laziness. I mean, do you consider laziness if a man who makes a woman? I mean, wants the woman to be on top all the time?
I absolutely do. I hear there are some women that like to be on top all the time because that's a position that works best for them. Mm-hmm. But I think they're outliers. I don't think that that's typical. So a man that's ride me, mm-hmm. You are a lazy fuck.
Seems like it's a lot of work to ride like that.
Non-stop, and it's boring.
Like the way my my quads are set up. I don't know if I could like rise or what.
And once you get to a card carrying AARP member, nigga,
Get your ass
get if you
up.
don't you think I'm not about to pretend with you. What year do you think this is for me?
Like, dude, no, that would be the epitome of not good penis.
Yeah. Boo. Yeah, boo.
Yes,
No.
hiss, boo hiss, boo
Mm,
hiss.
mm-mm.
So would it be safe to say that part of the recipe for a good penis is you gotta blow some backs out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say so.
Absolutely. I ain't saying, every performance, got to be an Oscar winning performance, but you got to like let your
80%,
partner, yeah, if you want to be respected,
80% at
if
least.
if you want to be respected, you do. You do. I'm sorry. And if ain't nobody told you that, then the Yummy and Fearless podcast is here for you.
Strong backs. Just
Strong
saying.
backs, keep it going. Um, another penis pet peeve for me is that penis that isn't quite totally hard,
Oh
kind of
no.
flaccid, like it's sort of
No.
hard,
I
but it's
take that
kind of
personal. I would take that personal.
personally offensive.
That's
Like
that's you don't
just
like me? If you don't like me, just
just
let's not
say
go here.
it.
Let's not.
Just tell
But it could
me.
be medication though. If you going with if you having
He,
fun with an older dude, it could be
he could
medication.
have a puffy prostate,
High blood pressure.
high blood pressure. He could be on antidepressant. We done talked about this before,
Yeah.
and that's real. It could be the case.
But let me know. Shit, don't get me all up in there and then I'm thinking you don't like me or I'm looking ugly or something.
Right.
No.
This is when communication is key,
Please.
but like, yeah, you got to communicate that, because if you don't communicate it, then I'm gonna be like, either don't like me, or you not really in the vagina, or
Right.
you not just, let's just talk,
Either
because
way.
you and this foldable penis is
Oh no.
not that's
Oh, that's so
no,
unfortunate. Oh gosh.
no,
I'm sorry, guys. If that's you, I'm sorry. There are things out here you can take
child,
for that. I think you can take
child.
stuff.
If you can fold your penis during sex,
Yeah, maybe you don't like girls. I
fuck
mean,
out of here. Just I'd be like, I'm gonna put my clothes on, you put your clothes on. Let's not
yeah,
ever call each other again, okay? Okay.
Yummy Yums has called y'all out. She's
I
thrown down the gauntlet.
listen.
She's
I'm
thrown down the
handling
gauntlet.
this. I'm handling this, and women, you can thank me later.
She
You are
said
welcome.
FOH.
Fuck out of here. Y'all welcome. But you know what, Dark Phoenix? There's help.
There's help.
Have you ever heard of a penis pump?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
So like, would you get with a guy that needed that equipment?
No, I don't think
That's not
not. I
sexy.
would have to love him. It's kind of like the micro penis thing. Like that would
Oh,
be something we would have to already be in love and committed.
yeah.
Like, please don't let this be our first time. Oh, have mercy. That is
Oh
just.
wow. Oh, could you imagine the first time and he pulls it out and he's like,
Hold on,
pump
1
this.
minute. Hold on. Let me get ready. Let me.
Hold on a minute.
Let me. Don't look. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves while I get ready.
It'll take me 3 minutes to get a pump. Wait, let me get the vacuum.
Damn it! I ain't got no batteries. Damn it! Now I gotta. Hold on 1 second. I gotta run to the kitchen.
Oh shit! My daughter called. Hang on, let me get that.
Now we gotta start all over. Damn it!
Right. Oh, pump. Let me pump back again.
Okay, now where was we? Where was we?
We was done. Is where we was.
But for some
Yeah.
guy, I mean, if you're in a committed relationship and you gotta,
Pull out the pump.
dang, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry if that's you.
Even though
It's other things you can do though. It's other
There
if
are
you
other things you could do. Like I could ride the fuck out of your face. What
face.
I could do.
You are reading my mind.
I could handle your face. How about
Yes.
that? And
Sit
you
on
can
your face.
and you
Yes.
can have your dignity.
And everybody leaves happy. Everybody happy.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody embarrassed about nothing because you don't have to
Right.
pull your pump out and
Right. And by the way, it's called a vacuum constriction device, a VCD, in case
in case
um
anybody's interested. Yeah.
yeah, if you need to get the cylinder in the pump.
Whatever you got to do though. Whatever's clever, man. Whatever's clever for
Yeah,
you. I'm
whatever
just
you want to do,
not for me
then
though.
do it. So once you're in the VCD phase of, but you could have an accident.
How? And over pump? Oh shit. I'm gonna say, oh, holy shit.
No, I'm saying the reason the reason that you need it could be
Oh,
because of an accident.
oh, okay.
I hope you can't overpump and burst
Oh, I was about to say, God,
your little man
oh,
there.
I would pass out. I'm gonna tell you right now, both of us gonna need an ambulance. Both of
Okay.
us.
I'd be like, I'm gonna be downstairs, but I called 911, but I can't be in here with you in that. So
I'm squeamish, man. I cannot.
right,
Oh my,
yeah, you're
yeah.
bleeding. So
And that's like the bent penis, man.
right.
Like, oh, something happened.
Mm-mm. So so do you think that guys sort of lose some of their peen skills as they age?
I think if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
I think you have to use, but then is that possible? Is that even possible that men could have had it once and then stop using it for some reason or extended period of time, and then they lose their skills?
I think that life can happen. I think people can have like experience trauma in their life or different priorities in their life, and sex just sort of takes a back seat, and then they might have like some medical
Hmm.
issues, and then you look up and you're just older and your outlook's changed, and then you're just not even physically at a place where you can express yourself in the ways that you used to. I think that
Well,
happens to a lot of people.
I think you are right, but I want to add that is it possible that because I'm told men are very visual as it relates to sex.
Yeah.
So if they are turned on, so either they have to be turned on visually or they have to have a vivid imagination and and what do you call it? Fantasy uh, life so that they can perform because they're visual basically. So that speaks
Yeah.
to the getting hard thing. That speaks to the perform, blowing out some backs, I think.
Yeah.
And that coupled with age, if you
Right.
but then there's the new booty, theory. There goes the new
Listen.
booty.
Listen, there's a new booty is always it's always around. It's always an issue.
Even for the old dudes.
Even for the old dudes. Even if they can't do nothing with that new booty, they still get excited about it.
Hold
So
on one second. Let me
hold on, I got the vacuum constriction device on the drawer on the bed stand.
give me one second.
Hold on one moment, please.
I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Okay, now where was
Wait
we?
a minute. Get the KY journal. So here's a question. Would you date a guy with bad peen, erectile dysfunction, but great oral performance?
Yes.
All right.
Hell to the yes.
Hell yeah.
Great oral performance and say no more.
Yeah,
Three,
listen.
three magnificent words.
Right.
Great oral performance. Hell to the yes.
So that's GOP.
Yes.
Great oral performance. That's what the GOP really stands
That's what they really.
for.
Hell, oh my gosh, I'm going next year. The hell with that.
Okay, now that I know what it really means, yeah, I won't miss it.
Damn.
So, when we had our discussion with EB, we talked a little bit about how common it is for women to brag about their good pussy
Hmm.
all over social media. Is there a comparable thing for men to brag about their good dick?
I I don't think so.
I don't
I'm
either.
trying to think, but I cannot think of any. I mean, they don't talk about it in songs. All they do is
Right.
talk about the performance of the female.
Right. I found that
So
interesting.
why is that? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I don't know.
'Cause they don't have to. Sons of
I guess
bitches.
they don't have to, and probably see. I think that there's a greater percentage of men that are really untalented in bed. Also,
I would have to concur. I would have
yeah,
to concur. I think that most men, and I hear that it's your nerdy dudes who are really good.
yeah,
'Cause they ain't got shit to do with research.
right,
And they become really good at like all the things, all the things.
yeah, and study it,
But if you've had women, if you've had it easy with women and
and you got
hadn't
like
had
a big dick.
and you have a bit, yeah, you haven't had to really, you haven't had to, it's probably, it's that BDE, that big, big dick energy and privilege that affords you.
Absolutely privileged.
So,
Yeah,
dang,
yeah, and they're not even GOPs.
no,
They're not
which is
even.
unfortunate. Like
Yeah,
that's to me, I almost feel like if you're not a GOP, you that might be a deal breaker with the hips. That might be a deal breaker with the hip. Because it's the
yeah,
experience. To EB's point, he was like, it's the total experience. It's not just
yeah.
the penetration part. It's like the
That's
total
true.
experience. So I'm thinking
That's
that
true.
if you're not a GOP, you might you better have a doggone good performance otherwise.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Which is why you could be a GOP, which is why I'm saying that you don't have to have a massive penis,
Yes.
to be successful out in these streets.
Right.
Because what you definitely have is a mouth.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
So just
Hallelujah.
be a GOP.
Be a
Stop,
GOP.
stop fucking playing around.
Yes. Do what these studs do. Telling you.
Right.
They do it somehow. They
They
pulling chicks
doing
somehow.
something. They doing something. So
I
shit.
don't know this from personal experience,
I
but
don't either.
I'm just
But
saying if they're pulling straight chicks, something.
they
Okay.
doing something. They doing something. So we just have like a few other points.
Hmm.
And we're gonna wrap this up. But one other thing that's annoying is the dude that gets in there and he acts like a fucking jackhammer. Dude, you're fucking trash. If ain't nobody told you, Yummy's telling you today. That's trash, Playboy. Stop.
But what's the difference between? How does he know? What's the threshold between being a jackhammer and blowing out a back?
First off, there's a buildup.
True. True.
You but don't just like walk in the door and kick
Bang
in the
bang
door
bang bang
waving
bang
the
bang bang.
4-4 right. Yeah, don't bang bang bang. Don't walk in bang bang bang. Don't. I mean, there's got to be a buildup, a rhythm.
Agreed.
It's a process.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
But don't. And again, that's some porno shit.
Yeah. Don't
That's
get your tips
porno
from the
shit.
pornos, guys.
That's not blowing a back out. Jackhammering is not blowing a back out. And I want y'all to fucking stop.
Damn it.
Damn
We're
it.
gonna start a petition.
I'm gonna
We don't
sign that bitch. Yes.
stop that shit.
Stop. Stop. Yeah, and that's the same as excessive thrusting. That's the same thing, right?
Excessive thrusting. It
Maybe a
depends.
little.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
That might do a long way. Go a long way toward blowing out your back. So
Yeah, yeah. So let's table that one.
yeah.
Um, but it also, if you don't last long enough, I mean, I don't want to be your friend
Oh,
either.
oh,
Mm,
that I
that
don't
might
know,
be number
guys.
one.
That might be up there with the hips. I'm just Come on.
Succulent hips and not lasting long enough.
You know, there
That's
was a song about that. What didn't they have? They've had many, you know, the what didn't Missy Elliott have a song?
about hips.
No, about a short lasting
Oh
person.
yes, don't be a
A,
short
a
minute
short
man.
minute, yeah, 2 minute man, one
Yeah,
minute.
she was preaching
That's
the
the truth.
gospel.
Now
The
that is the truth, lady.
gospel.
I mean, gentlemen, that is the truth.
That's the truth.
We don't want that. We don't
You
want
don't
that.
want that. And so if you gotta like be at home like masturbating and training like it's the Olympics, in terms of lasting, then
Yes.
please do it.
Yeah. Do us
Because
all a favor.
yeah,
Do yourself a favor.
don't be out there. And the other thing is do some manscaping.
Hell yeah. Smell good. Can you smell
Smell
good, please?
good.
Do a
Yeah.
little the extra little extra down there. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
give it a little extra attention if you know you're gonna be, having a performance that
Yeah.
day. You know,
Yeah.
because the best stuff in the world is not gonna. I can't get to it if it's you haven't done the manscaping
Hello.
and the necessary
Come
things.
on.
We may not even get to the good part.
Come on.
I guess I could say that
Girl,
about ladies too, but
you preaching. You preaching.
but I would say to my final point on this is just like EB said, it's really about the total experience. So
Yeah.
if you find yourself short or, too long, too short, too skinny, too fat, whatever, um, in your eyes, there are things that can make the whole experience very enjoyable. I don't think women care as much about the visual as they do about the emotional.
Yeah. Yeah. The connection. The
Yeah, so
connection. And it starts all day long.
all it starts way before the bedroom.
Way before the bedroom. So if you're just like being an asshole all day and you think, oh, it's nighttime, what's up? Well, you already lost.
Yeah,
Because
unless that GOP is
unless you're a
what that mouth
GOP.
do? What that mouth do? What that mouth do? I'm just saying.
Right. Let's go park on your face. Other than that, I don't know. Unless you're a GOP. But
And let me say, can I just add this in for like as a bonus tip? Like the breasts are, be gentle. Don't be biting and shit. Like that's like, do
right.
not like be gentle. It's like licking an ice cream cone. Okay,
Very
so if you do that, and you can mess everything up. Like you can mess everything up if you don't do that right.
like putting a bucket of ice water over a
Yes,
perfectly baked cake.
it's part of that experience, guys. You
Okay.
don't have good dick. You do not have. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you don't have good dick if you cannot, you know, take care of the whole
Right.
situation.
Right.
You don't.
Don't bite.
Don't bite. Fucking don't.
How about that?
So that goes up there with the ramming and the
And the excess,
jackhammering.
the jackhammering and the porno sex. And this is my last one. And I have personally experienced this and it was horrific. Talk
What?
too dirty.
Talk too dirty?
Yes.
Oh,
Talk
wait a minute now.
talking too dirty, like trashy like porno talk.
Well, don't call me a bitch, but I mean,
All right. It's atrocious.
I don't mind dirty talk.
I don't mind dirty talk, but there's like another level of it.
If you saying hoe and bitch, then yeah. But the
But you could
regular stuff.
but you could be corny. But what if you corny though?
Like you don't know what to say. You just coming
Like
off the top.
right, like what? Like you done took my head out of this situation because
Like that don't make no sense
like
what you just said.
like what? Like that don't even
Like, oh, now we got to start all over. Shit.
work. Ain't a real GOP saying corny shit like that.
Too. So is there such thing as too dirty, huh? Okay.
Yes, there is. And maybe it's too corny. Maybe corny is the
Yeah, corn on the cob would definitely
corny
like
is
you can't be saying shit like, what's an example? Let me think.
You want this?
Am I your czar? Am I your king?
Am I your czar? Am I your czar? Am I your czar? I'm gonna use that. Am I your king? That would definitely be it. That would take me completely out of the moment. Like, the fuck?
What?
Huh?
No, what? You don't even have a crown. Get the fuck out of here. That shit.
We're not in Russia. What are you talking about? Are you? Huh? There's democracy here.
We don't even have kings here. What the fuck are you talking about?
God, you suck.
I gotta start over. Shit.
Right back. All right, now I'm back right in your face again. Here we go. So, and then that one. Then okay, so this is really my last one. I promise. I really can't follow up in my years are, but forcing a girl's head into your crotch.
Oh, boo.
Motherfucker.
Wah, 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 wah. Nope.
Tacky.
You blew it, man. If you did that shit, you blew it. We can't even.
Completely.
I'm never saying you have good D. Never saying it because we ain't doing it. Fuck that. No.
Find out. I'm not gonna find out what
Don't you do that.
Yeah.
Unless I invite you to. No.
Yeah, but
if I put your hand on the back of my head, then that's an invitation. Okay.
But otherwise.
But if you don't get that.
But
don't you take the liberty. That has to be an invitation. That's not.
Don't send my head south on your own.
No.
Don't do it.
Especially if you haven't done your GOP work. I mean, I'm just saying. You do your GOP work first, and then you may be surprised.
Prove to me you're a GOPer.
You might be my czar. Shit.
Right. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah. So that's.
So what do we learn here, boys and girls? I hope that you guys have learned something.
I really hope you have, because we have been we've been terribly naughty, I'm afraid. So
not safe for work.
Definitely not safe for work, but this is just, two side chicks giving our side of the issue.
Giving our side, yep.
For the Yummy and Fearless podcast.
Because we're fearless. We're freaking fearless.
Fucking fearless.
We ain't scared.
We ain't scared. We ain't never scared.
You said it.
Yeah,
we talked hell yeah, we said the pump. We talked about the pump, yes.
Yes. We talked about getting a motherfucking dick vacuum today. Why not?
Because we ain't scared. We're fearless, yes.
How many times did I threaten to ride your face? Huh?
That is fearless.
That's fearless. So
that is, yeah.
That's
I'm just
what
saying.
We are. So there. How about it? So yeah. So
stand by it.
We stand by it. So that's our time.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you follow us on @YummyFearless on all socials. So
yeah, and we will see you next week.
Peace
We're out. Thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.